Chapter headings: The light that failed Rudyard Kipling. So we settled it all when the storm was done, as comfy could be. And I was to wait in the barn, my dears, because I was only 3. And Teddy would run to the rainbow's foot because he was 5 and a man. And that's how it all began, my dears, and that's how it all began. Then we brought the lances down, then the trumpets blew when we went to Kandahar, ride in 2 and 2. Ride in, 2 and 2. Tirararara. All the way to Kandahar, ride in 2 and 2. The wolf cub even lay hid in the corn, when the smoke of the cooking hung gray. He knew where the doe made a couch for her fawn, and he looked to his strength for his prey. But the moon swept the smoke wreaths away, and he turned from his meal in the villager's close, and he bade to the moon as she rose. "I have 1,000 men," said he, "to wait upon my will, and towers 9 upon the Tyne, and 3 upon the Till." "And what care I for your men?" said she, "or towers from Tyne to Till? Sith ye must go with me," said she, "to wait upon my will. And you may lead 1,000 men nor ever draw the rein, but before you lead the Fairy Queen 'twill burst your heart in twain." He has slipped his foot from the stirrup bar, the bridle from his hand, and he is bound by hand and foot to the Queen of Fairyland. If I have taken the common clay and wrought it cunningly in the shape of a god that was digged a clod, the greater honor to me. If thou hast taken the common clay, and thy hands be not free from the taint of the soil, thou hast made thy spoil the greater shame to thee. The lark will make her hymn to God, the partridge call her brood, while I forget the heath I trod, the fields wherein I stood. 'Tis dule to know not night from morn, but greater dule to know I can but hear the hunter's horn that once I used to blow. There were 3 friends that buried the 4th, the mold in his mouth and the dust in his eyes, and they went south and east and north. The strong man fights but the sick man dies. There were 3 friends that spoke of the dead. The strong man fights but the sick man dies, and would he were here with us now, they said, the sun in our face and the wind in our eyes. Yet at the last, ere a spearman had found him, yet at the last, ere a sword thrust could save, yet at the last, with his masters around him, he spoke of the faith as a master to slave. Yet at the last, though the Kafirs had maimed him, broken by bondage and wrecked by the reaver, yet at the last, though the darkness had claimed him, he called upon Allah, and died a believer.